Good morning. This is Tara Ritchie with Your Castle Real Estate. Your Castle was the #1 brokerage in production in 2024, and 2024 was the lowest year for in terms of number of transactions and things like that since 2008 here in Denver. So for a lot of realtors, it was their worst year since 2008, and our brokerage did the best, and that's because the owner who owns Ironton Capital, his name is Lon Welsh. He's probably the smartest guy in real estate I know. He's lived in London. He's like, yeah, the media is bad news, bad news, bad news here. The rest of the world, we're the envy of the world. We do a lot of great things. Standard of living has gone up, not as much as China. In China, you could have a nanny and housekeeper just by working a regular job, but the standard of living has gone up here a lot in the last 30 years. You don't have 2 kids sharing bedrooms anymore. The expectations are a lot higher. You do have kids sharing bedrooms. It's just everyone feels like they should have a bedroom for every kid and go on 4 vacations a year and all of these things because of Instagram, social media, and this idea that your potential and income potential is unlimited, which doesn't really serve you, because in having an unlimited income, does that mean that you're working unlimited? Does that mean you don't have family time? Like, what are you sacrificing for that? So my job as a realtor is to set boundaries and boundaries around what are your goals. Like, what's your number to retire? What's your number to live passively, where you can have longer vacations, where you can maybe still keep your job because you enjoy your job. Maybe you don't want to be a full-time landlord. If you want to have an Airbnb business, you're with a property manager, you're going to spend about 20% of the revenue on your property manager. So is it still worth it to you, or is one of you willing to quit your job to manage these Airbnb properties that you have? The other thing we talked about is that in the stock market, if you had invested $25,000, if you had put $25,000 down in 1970, you'd have about $200,000 now. If you had put $25,000 into real estate, you'd have about $700,000 now, not including all of your rental revenue over the past, 55 years. So that's something to think about. Is, in the short term, I think the stock market and your high yield savings account are going to outperform real estate. In the long term, real estate always wins. The next year to two, we're looking at 1 to 2% increase in prices in